Hey Angel Studios, solid work. Not as great as your last film, but solid work. Good night, everybody. No, I'm kidding. Hi, everyone. It's me, Grant, the movie and TV guy. Welcome to Raise on Popcorn with Grant, everybody. And today we're talking about a movie. Movies and TV, that's what we do here. And that movie is Sight. Sight is directed by Andrew Hyatt. I hope I am saying that name correctly. And it is the latest film from Angel Studios. I believe, similar to Sound of Freedom, it was acquired from another distributor. But yeah, so Sight centers on. It is directed by Andrew Hyatt, as I said. It centers on Dr. Ming Wang, played by Terry Chen. This is a real life guy. It was a true story. Dealing with political upheaval in China in the late 1960s as a young man, he finds his way to America and becomes a doctor, but loses his best friend and love of his life along the way to the evils of the political upheavals of the time. And that's one plot strand. And then we also have in the present day, or the present day of this movie being 2006, Ming and his fellow doctor Misha, played by Greg Kinnear, um, they are trying to help a young girl from Calcutta, a beggar on the street, whose stepmother poured acid on her eyes to make her legitimately blind to get more coins in their hat, and yeah, fucked up. Yeah, I don't even have a smartest remark for that. That is just despicable. And so so he's trying to help her with this new experimental thing that has never been tried before to maybe help restore her sight. And along the way, somehow is going to tie finding his redemption by helping this girl to his redemption for not being able to save the love of his life. How is a little bit shaky, but yeah, eventually these two plot strands kind of come together. Yeah, let the uplift begin. So Sight is I feel like is a movie that is a little bit at war with itself. Now, first and foremost, I will say this: it is a good movie. I enjoyed it. I didn't dislike the film, especially compared to the last film I watched. It's a lot better than that. Um, excuse me. The story is, by its very design, inspirational. It is, and in the classic Angel Studios sense, it's not as in the classic Angel Studios sense. It's not hateful. It has no intention of doing anything other than telling a pretty good story with faith as an undercurrent, but it never pushes too far in one or another direction, and it doesn't have some sort of despicable agenda, which I appreciate. That being said, my biggest issue with Sight is sort of twofold with Unsung Hero, in the sense that I think that this movie lacks focus. No, no pun intended. It lacks focus. These two plot strands feel like separate films, and they find a way to. They're trying to make them sort of coalesce with each other. It doesn't quite land. It doesn't quite merge. They're not quite able to merge the backstory of Dr. Wang and the current events of saving this girl's vision. They never quite put those two together in a way that I think makes a lot of sense. There's context that kind of feels like it's missing or isn't properly explained in a way that can tie everything together, in my view. That being said, I think that what does bring it around, especially, is the conclusion. I think in particular is very powerful, and when you really do see what this guy really did, it is undeniably a great man did really great things for people who were, deserving of it. But I just felt like, man, this is a good movie that is kept from being great due to its uneven um, plot strands. I don't think they come together in a way that feels like it's of a piece in one film. I feel like they're kind of they don't merge. Like you see these two elements separately, but they don't quite merge. Now, one thing I will give this movie over Unsung Hero, and I am giving it a better score than Unsung Hero, is this. There's actual conflict in this. Both the story arcs in this have stakes and weight and are, have a purpose and conflict, whereas I felt Unsung Hero lacked conflict pretty severely. Sight has it. Both of its plots have quite a bit of conflict. So it does feel like it's a film. And I do think, it's a quality piece of work. It looks like a theatrical level movie. It feels like it was made by filmmakers. Overall, I liked Sight. Couldn't quite love Sight, though. And that was kind of a bummer, because I think that this is a truly great story. And I would be lying if I said I thought this was maybe the best route to tell it. But I think it's still a pretty good one, and I overall think the story works. And I feel like for a lot of this movie, I was kind of riding a 2.5. But the last act kind of brought me around to giving this a matinee. So that's what I'm going to give Sight. I'm going to give Sight 3.5 out of 5 stars. This is not, especially compared to Cabrini, which was actually really, really good. This is just good. This is good, but I felt like it could have been excellent, and it just wasn't quite excellent. But it's good. It's good, and I do think it's solid, but, matinee. Or better yet, if you're like someone like me who's in the Angel Guild and can get a free ticket, that also would come in handy. So anyway, yeah, overall, I enjoyed the film. Keep it up. I look forward to Angel Studios' next film, but yeah, this one I feel like was in the middle range. It wasn't the worst film, and it wasn't the best film. I think it's kind of in the middle from them. But again, overall, enjoyable. So yeah, 3.5 out of 5 stars for Sight. Let's go to the book on it. Trailer trash. Let's talk some trailer trash. The Olympics at AMC theaters. Yeah, apparently they're doing the opening ceremonies in IMAX. They're also showing the Olympics, like the actual events at AMC theaters. I might see some of those. White Bird. Talked about it. Looks good. The Forge. Talked about it. I can't believe they're making a sequel to War Room. Now, see, you talk about the actually bad faith-based films. Woo! I'm honestly weirdly looking forward to this because War Room is the kind of bad movie that's kind of amazing. And I kind of love the character of Miss Clara. I'm not gonna lie. She kind of makes that. She made that movie more fun than it had a right to be. Kinds of Kindness talked about that looks good. I'm so excited. I love Yorgos Lanthimos, so that'll be really good. Despicable Me 4 talked about it looks good. Thelma talked about it looks good. Bonhoeffer talked about it looks good. And Sound of Hope, the story of Possum Trot. I believe this was originally called just Possum Trot. This, like Bonhoeffer, is the next Angel Studios movie. It's coming out 4th of July. So yeah, I'm looking forward to checking that out. And was there shawarma? No, there was not. Although they do have the special message at the end, but it's not during the credits this time. It's at the end of the film. So anyway, but yeah, that's it. We will be back later tonight or first thing, middle of the day tomorrow for a review of the documentary The Beach Boys, which is now on Disney Plus, based on the band of the same name. Tomorrow we'll have a review of Atlas starring Jennifer Lopez, which I hear is not good. Not good at all. I think that last time I looked it was like at 9% on Rotten Tomatoes, so that should be interesting. Monday is Marcus mystery film. Next week we got reviews coming down the pike for The Commandant's Shadow, In a Violent Nature, The Crow, 30th anniversary version, the original film. Haiku, The Dumpster Battle. What else is coming out? Oh, Jim Henson Idea Man. And I'm also going to try, I don't know if it's going to be in one of my 2 theaters, but if it is, I'll check it out, A Young Woman in the Sea. I don't know if it's going to be or not. But we'll have those. And then also coming down the pike very soon, we'll have reviews of Bad Boys Ride or Die, The Watchers, South Park Bigger, Longer, and Uncut, which is getting a re-release late in June as a sing-along. So that'll all be fun. And that's all coming up. And that'll all be next time. And until next time, I'm Grant, the movie and TV guy. I see it all. I'm happy to share it with you. I love you all. I appreciate you all. I love you all, class dismissed. I love you 3000. Be kind to one another. If you like this video, Give it a like if you want to. Give it a subscribe if you want to. Give it the bell. I don't know what he does that, so you're supposed to do, or so I've been told. Leave a comment, even if it's Hey Grant, I like waffles. It really helps out. If you want to find me elsewhere, reviews, lists, and other fun stuff, you can find me on all my social media. I'm on literally everything at either Raised on Popcorn with Grant or Raised on Popcorn. Take care of yourself. Take care of your mental health. It's incredibly important, and I want to know down below, what did you think of Sight? Did you like the movie? Did you hate the movie? Think my opinion is good? Think I'm full of shit? Comment below. Let me know. And until we meet again, we're all Raised on Popcorn. Make math extra better. I'll catch you guys next time. Take care, everyone. See you around. Bye.